All right, now this application problem, we're actually going to be solving for time. Once again, read carefully, try and figure out what you know and what you don't know. So it says you invest $3,000 into an account, you're earning 4.5% interest, it's compounded monthly. It says how long will it take to have $4,500 in the account? So now we're actually going to try and solve for our time. So our ending amount is $4,500. Our beginning amount, our initial amount is $3,000. Our rate is 0.045. Once again, that's got to be changed to a decimal. Don't use the percentage. Our compounds in a year is 12. And then our time, that's unknown. So we're going to plug in all the stuff that we do know, see what our equation actually looks like. There we go. Now, what I want you to recognize is that we have an unknown variable in our exponent. The reason we started to use our log equations is to actually solve for exponents. So what we're going to have to do is convert this. So on the next page, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the steps in order to be able to make sure that you solve for that exponent properly by using your log equations. All right, so all I'm doing is I have that rewritten. The one thing that I want to do first, as you can see, is I'm going to actually try and figure out what 1 plus 0.045 divided by 12 actually is. And it's about 1.004. So you can do some rounding. So all we're doing is we're taking that value, 1.004, and we're raising that to the 12 times t power. Now, if we're going to convert this from an exponential equation, which it's in, to a log equation, you have to get rid of the 3,000. So divide both sides by 3,000. And 4,500 divided by 3,000 is 1.5. And now we're equal to that 1.004 raised to the 12t. This is perfect. This is exactly what we want. Now we can actually convert this. Now remember, when we convert this, the base of my exponential is the base of my log. And your log equations are always going to be equal to your exponent. So I'm going to write this as log base 1.004 of 1.5 is equal to 12t. Now remember, log base 1.004 of 1.5 is just a number. So we want to figure out what that value actually is. So type that in your calculator, and it's about 101.57, and that is what 12t actually equals. Now all you have to do is solve for t. So divide both sides by 12, and you get about 8.46. So it's going to take about 8.46 years to go from $3,000 to your $4,500.